Welcome, folks, to Bamma USA and Alpha Fights. We're coming to you live from the Commerce Casino here in the city of Commerce, California. Just about a stone's throw from downtown Los Angeles in the Staples Center, where tonight amateurs and professionals share the same stage on a night full of mixed martial arts action. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're watching us on the stream live now on BammaUSA.com, I'm the Yak Man, Ron Yakovetti, joined as always, an honor to have my broadcast partner with me here once again, Mr. RJ Clifford. RJ, amateurs getting underway. We've got 6 amateur fights, I believe.
Yes.
Or 5
amateur and 6 pro.
Professional. That's right. So
11 fights altogether, and it's a good mixture. You know, it's nice having the amateurs on the same card as the pros. It gives them an opportunity to get some experience and then kind of see how the big boys do it. So it's a good experience for them, especially for the amateurs, to kind of see what it's like with the guys that are doing this for a living.
As we see the entrance right now of one David Duran, the farmer of destruction he goes by. He's 0-0 as an amateur. This is his first time inside the cage fighting. Says he trains very, very hard, and he competes in soccer, so let's look for some kicks.
Good. We went over the rules in the dressing room. You have any questions about any of it? Okay. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my instructions at all times. Keep your eyes on your opponent at all times, okay? If you have a submission or a stop it, I need you to stop as soon as I tell you to stop, okay?
Edwin de Santiago!
1-0, Edwin de Santiago from Team Risky. His nickname is Little Man El Bago.
I'm no linguistic, but I think El Bago is Spanish for little man.
He said he fights for pride, and get this, both guys also enjoy soccer.
Popular sport among the young kids these days out here in Southern California.
We could see a lot of front leg kicks, maybe some teats, and a head kick perhaps.
Yeah, I definitely think there's going to be 2 guys walking out of this cage with very sore thighs, getting smacked by the shins of their opponent.
Once again, this is 5 amateur fights, 6 professional fights. The amateurs under the auspices of CAMO, the California Amateur Mixed Martial Arts Organization.
Hence the rash guards.
And the Alpha Fight League, under the banner of the professionals who are here, which is Bamma USA. And as always, as the fights are getting underway, the crowd is filtering into the room.
Keep your eyes on your opponent at all times. Obey my instructions at all times, okay? Any questions at all? Nope? All right, good luck to you.
Once again, Duran in the blue. And Edwin de Santiago in the red.
Edwin, you ready? David, you ready? Let's fight!
Round number 1, 3 2-minute rounds scheduled. Again, this is amateur mixed martial arts, so you'll see the shirts on them. Some of the rules are slightly different.
Takedown by Duran right away. It was kind of a sloppy leg trip attempt by Santiago, and Duran took advantage of it. A little scramble position here, headlock position by Santiago.
2 guys that were touting backgrounds with soccer.
And what do?
Immediately to the ground.
Clinch and wrestle.
Welcome to the unpredictability that is the fight game.
Don't grab the fence. Don't grab the fence.
Duran again with another takedown in a mount position now. It's a good position for him. Plenty of time in this opening round to make some.
Looking for an armbar away is Duran.
Failed attempt at the armbar. That's what happens a lot of times when you go for submissions in a dominant position. You give up position.
That's right, submission after position, right? Position before submission, as Eddie Bravo says, and that's one of the reasons why right there. Now, Edwin de Santiago, the undefeated of the 2, and 1 fight between the 2, but 1-0 still. He's been in there once, he's had victory once and tasted it. Now in top position, working from the guard of Duran.
See what Santiago can do with this position he was given by Duran. A little bit of ground and pound here, nothing too crazy.
And RJ, as he tees off too, some of the differences between the amateurs and the rules that people may or may not know.
in the amateurs and camo. Oh, armbar attempt by Duran. This is nice. I can't tell.
Wow,
it's
this one
straight.
looks like he's got it.
This could be it. Santiago's trying to defend by bringing the legs over.
Wow.
This could be it. If Duran can extend his hips forward and hyperextend that elbow, he can have his first amateur victory. Santiago, not a hint of worry on his face. And back on top of Santiago, just as the bell rings.
I think one of the differences too right there is instead of 5-minute rounds, you're looking at 2-minute rounds. And a lot of times, like you see in a 4-round boxing fight, the pace is more feverish.
Yep.
It ups the ante on the odds of mistakes possibly happening because you don't have time to set things up. And if you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner, it's somewhat of a disadvantage because a lot of times it takes more time to set up submissions.
Yeah.
So in this case, we saw 2 armbar attempts.
Yeah. And again, on the flip side, if you're a submission guy, let's say you lock in an armbar and that takes 45 seconds like Duran's did, for instance. He didn't accomplish it, but he spent almost half of the round attempting a submission. So again, the 2-minute rounds, it feels weird when you're used to watching professional rounds when it's 5 minutes, but
yeah,
again, it's all about the learning experience for these amateur fighters. I like the aggression of Duran. Santiago was kind of just hanging back, letting Duran make mistakes, and that was the bulk of his offense. So Duran out there going after it right away.
And as we go into the second round again, scheduled 3 2-minute rounds. With the uncertainty, of course, you never know if you're actually going to secure the submission. The position before submission is so much more important, I think, in the amateurs because at the very least, de Santiago controlled a lot of that round.
Oh, great.
Position.
That's a great setup. That's a standard issue, inside leg kick to a straight right hand. I mean, that's how Dan Henderson won all the titles he did, is he fakes that front lead leg kick right to a right hand. And he hit the punch, initiated the clinch, and got the takedown. Again,
and that is Duran you're talking about.
Duran, I like the offense of Duran.
So he's now in the half guard of Santiago, and he almost...
And now he's passed here in the side mount. Great position for Duran. Great start to round number 2.
He went for a mount right away when they hit the ground there too, but he got stopped. And then he settled for half guard. Now you see he was looking to side air. Edwin de Santiago in the red. Duran in the blue. And again, de Santiago, the only one with experience prior to this fight, is technically at 1-0, undefeated.
Much more settled pace now by Duran here as the farmer of destruction.
And
planted
there's the mount.
The
There's the mount.
See what I did there?
Yes. That is why I love working.
Mount position for David Duran. Very good. Now if he stays on top, he can keep it back. Nope, now he's got both hooks in. A very good position for Duran here.
Yeah, Duran looking to pancake him out a little bit there, but now he's somewhat thwarted by being up against the cage himself.
Yeah, that does limit some of the motion. And also Santiago can't roll forward out of something. It looks like he's going for a rear naked choke. I can't tell from this angle exactly how deep it's locked in. But he's settled in nicely with a vice-like grip on that neck.
He's got it enough that he's not letting go of it. How tight, we're not sure. And with a 2-minute round.
Now he's flattened him out. This is a good position.
With a 2-minute round, de Santiago might hang on if he can.
10 seconds left.
10 seconds left in the round.
Santiago is flattened out. Duran has him in a rear naked choke. Santiago not relinquishing the submission.
El Bago is in an terrible position.
And he got out of it.
Wow.
Santiago gutted out that round, that final submission attempt, but David Duran all over El Bago in round number 2 here at Bamma USA.
Interesting scoring so far, too. This could very well be split right up the middle so far.
It could be. It definitely could be. I mean, like I said, in round number 1, David Duran was aggressive. He was going after things, but he gave up position for a lot of that aggression. We'll see how the referees score, because Santiago spent a good time on top. Yeah. Duran spent a good long time in that armbar attempt. So
I think Duran surrendered control in the first round with starting kind of fast. And then in the second round, he reclaimed what he was trying to do in the first round. But I think with the 2-minute round, he gave up that round just by that one mistake or approach, I think, cost him the first round.
Either way, Edwin Santiago's corner has to be telling him, look, we're lucky if this is tied or you're behind. You got to get after David Duran.
Yeah, he's not in a position to be coasting off the scorecards. Neither one of them are, to be honest. This is a one-round fight now, folks. This is a one-round fight. What happened before probably won't matter. Whoever wins this round will probably win the bout. Third round of 2-minute rounds scheduled. Again, Duran in the blue and De Santiago in the red.
See, Duran's the one moving around, feinting. Santiago's just kind of planting his feet, center of the cage.
Yeah, he is a lot more flat-footed and a lot more stationary, arms down. He's either playing possum or he's just tired. Oh, nice.
Superman punch to a low leg kick by David Duran. Beautiful.
Oh, and a shot.
And a takedown. David Duran just having his way with Edwin de Santiago here in the final 2 rounds.
And again, that's smart, intelligent fighting by Duran. And he got a 2-minute round. He landed some strikes. He got the takedown. If he can secure position and control the fight, he could ride this out in 2 minutes. It's not that long.
I am very impressed with the strategy. Not so much the strategy, but that was a good combination. Superman punched a leg kick and then initiated a clinch right away. He got De Santiago thinking he's going to be striking with him. What does he do? Clinch, takedown right away. And he's working on a side choke right now.
Yes.
David Duran, this could be it. It looks like he's in a good position here.
Duran looking for that side choke.
He needs to lower his hips and use hip pressure to help execute this choke.
De Santiago still throwing right hand, you see, from the bottom, but not enough steam to release
Desperation
that.
punches by Santiago.
Yeah, Duran's not letting go for that. Duran right now is the salesman about to close the deal. He's not letting go for a few shots
with
like
10
that.
seconds left, he's going to be happy here on Mount and walk away with a victory in his first amateur mixed martial arts bout.
And that's exactly what I was alluding to. With a short round like that, he sees control with some strikes. He got the takedown. He secured position. He's got the round in the bag almost from the get-go.
Yeah, very impressive performance here for David Duran. This is definitely a guy I like to look. I mean, this is his very first amateur fight, his very first time in a cage fighting in front of an audience. I mean, you really can't ask for a better performance from a guy with this new. But the level of talent with these new up-and-comers is just, it's scary. I mean, if that doesn't motivate a fighter to get into the gym and keep up with these whippersnappers, I don't know what will.
Right, and that's something people need to understand about amateur mixed martial arts. What they lack is experience. It does not mean they lack talent. And you'll see some people who look ready for the professional rank sooner than others. I think in this first bout tonight, we saw 2 guys that displayed some good savvy. They were poised. Nobody was too hasty other than a little bit of a rush in the first round. And you want to talk about a professional attribute, Duran made that mistake in the first round, gave away the first round, and then he adapted and stole the next 2, in my opinion. So
every minute of your amateur experience is valuable. I mean, it's every minute you spend fighting, the experience is like an hour in the gym sometimes, just because you're learning what it's like with the adrenaline, with the crowd, with the noise, with an opponent that, when you're training in the gym, you know your opponent or your training partner is going to make it realistic, try to give you a good look, but he's not going to try to cave your face in with punches. He's your training partner and probably your friend. When you're in the cage against someone you've never met before,
unless that friend is Freddie George,
well,
and then you could be in danger.
Well, the Detroit Diesel that only knows one speed, and that's 1,000%.
Yeah, 1,000%. And that's on a bad day. You're watching Bamma USA. We're at the Commerce Casino, just about, what, 5-7 miles maybe south of downtown Los Angeles where the Lakers play.
It could be an hour-long drive, though, depending on traffic.
On a Friday like this, yeah, that could very well be how long it takes.
Walk faster sometimes.
2 things we have plenty of in Southern California, extremely talented fighters and cars. And again, the crowd continues to filter into the room. As with any fight card, for some reason people don't show up when it begins, but by the time it gets rolling, the room will be packed. Joe Martinez with the official word in the cage.
We go to the scorecards one more time. Commerce, put your hands together for these 2 young amateur fighters. And here are the judges' totals: 30 to 26 and a half, 30-28, and 30-26. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. In his amateur debut, the Farmer of Destruction, David Duran.
And Duran debuts with a win. And a just decision, I think.
Yeah, obviously the CAMO, California Athletic Mixed Martial Arts Organization, uses an interesting and different scoring